Hi, we're here with Carl Tannenbaum, Chief Economist of Northern Trust. Carl, great to see you.
Good to be with you.
So investors have been increasing in their complaints about central bank communication. What's going on?
Ironically, 25 years ago, investors were concerned that central banks weren't giving them enough information. Today, by contrast, we have statements, we have forecasts, we have press conferences from central banks, and many central bank officials appear on business television. The complaints today are that there's too much information, and it's difficult to sort through it all and find out what central banks are actually thinking.
Some people say that monetary policy should be set by simple rules. How might that work?
There are those who think that this problem can be solved by putting monetary policy essentially on autopilot, following rules like the Taylor Rule, which essentially say something very simple like, if inflation is running higher than you would like it, then you should be raising interest rates. Or if economic growth is faster than it should be over the long term, you should also be favoring tighter monetary policy. Those things have been used as reference by central banks and can provide a valuable framework for thinking about monetary policy.
So what are the pros and cons of this kind of approach?
The pro is that it's very simple, it's very transparent, and it's easy to explain. The con is that some of the elements of a rule are economic variables which are very difficult to define. There are a number of different inflation indexes that you can use in a rule, and they may give very different signals. There is a great debate in the economics community about what potential economic growth is, so determining whether you're going faster than that is also very hard to do. In reality, while we call it a rule, it still involves a tremendous amount of discretion.
So if rules are not in and of themselves the answer, are there ways that central banks might express themselves better?
I think central banks need to close the wagons. I think there should be fewer people speaking on behalf of the central bank and that the communication should be much more closely coordinated. Now, it's fair that members of central banking communities have their own opinions, and they should express those just behind closed doors. If you're trying to get the markets to work with you instead of against you, you have to give them a clear message.
Carl, thanks for your perspective.
You're very welcome.